I wasn't long, was I?
Not at all, Mrs. Dietrichson.
I hope I have my face on straight.
It's perfect for my money.
Won't you sit down, Mr. Neff is the name, isn't it?
With 2 F's. Like in Philadelphia, if you know the story.
What story?
The Philadelphia story. So what are we talking about?
About the insurance. My husband never tells me anything.
Well, it's on your 2 cars, the LaSalle and the Plymouth. We've been working this insurance for Mr. Dietrichson for about 3 years, and we'd hate to see the policies lapse. It's a honeyman anklet you got there, Mrs. Dietrichson. Like I said, we'd hate to see the policies lapse. Of course, we give your husband 30 days. That's all we're allowed to give.
I guess he's been too busy down at Long Beach in the oil fields.
Could I run into him some evening for a couple minutes?
I suppose so. But he's never home much before 8.
It's fine by me.
You're not connected with the automobile club, are you?
No, the all risk, Mrs. Dietrichson. Why?
Somebody from the automobile club's been trying to get him. Do they have a better rate?
If your husband's a member.
No, he isn't.
Well, then you'd have to join the club and pay the membership fee for starters.
Drink?
No, I don't drink on the job. Well, I'm not one to knock the other fellow's merchandise, Mrs. Dietrichson. I mean, the automobile club is fine. Got an attractive policy here. Wouldn't take me but 2 minutes to put it in front of your husband. For instance, we're writing a new kind of 50% retention rate for collision coverage.
You're a smart insurance man, aren't you, Mr. Neff?
I've had 11 years of it.
Doing pretty well.
It's a living.
You handle just automobile insurance or all kinds?
All kinds. Fire, earthquake, theft, public liability, group insurance, industrial stuff, and so on down the line.
Accident insurance?
Accident insurance. Sure, Mrs. Dietrichson. Wish you'd tell me what's engraved on that anklet.
Just my name.
Which is?
Phyllis.
Phyllis. I think I like that.
But you're not sure.
Well, I'd have to drive it around the block a couple times.
Mr. Neff, why don't you stop by tomorrow evening about 8:30? He'll be in then.
Who?
My husband. You were anxious to talk to him, weren't you?
Sure I was, but getting over it a little. If you know what I mean.
There's a speed limit in this state, Mr. Neff. 45 miles an hour.
How fast was I going, officer?
I'd say about 90.
Suppose you get off your motorcycle and give me a ticket.
Suppose I let you off with a warning this time.
Suppose it doesn't take.
Suppose I have to whack you over the knuckles.
Suppose I burst into tears. Put my head on your shoulder.
Suppose you try putting your head on my husband's shoulder.
That tears it. 8:30 tomorrow evening then, Mrs. Dietrichson.
That's what I suggested.
Will you be here too?
I guess so. I usually am.
Same chair, same perfume, same anklet?
I wonder if I know what you mean.
I wonder if you wonder.